EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how do you pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Ward. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Ward. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Ward off the play fake. Throw over the middle is taken in by Down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Ward. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's Ward. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Ward. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Ward. Keeps himself upright. That is caught by Dell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Ward. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sidelines is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just shut something down and pump the football.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Boston. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Boston. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
At the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's the option. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Jordan Addison, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage by Benjamin Morrison.
To throw, here's Ward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw is Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Colts first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Boston. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Boston. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
18 more yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Boston. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Boston. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's good for a Colts first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Harris with an amazing diving catch. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Hall again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Boston. Open man is Ibuka. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
He's brought down
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Off-play action. Boston. He finds his man. Complete. That's Burns. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes this to Addison at left. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jordan Addison, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. 2nd and 5.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second down.
Operating from the gun. Boston. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Boston. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Boston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And the Colts, first down.
Throwing is Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They'll drop this down to Taylor.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Again, it's Ward.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 87. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Ward. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
A 6-yard pickup.
So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter.
Looking to put a drive together.
Second half starts with a run by Hall to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Phillips on the tackle. A gain of 2.
Hall again.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
41. Brings up third down.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. He's got his receiver. That's a Buca.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Boston.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, good move. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Boston. And in for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Play action now. Ward. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11.
Ward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good, hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Boston. Now he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Bucs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, another run to Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out right around the 39. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
On
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the bootleg. Boston. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass complete to Addison. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Ward. Complete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A handoff for Hall. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake. Boston. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Buka, 39 yards. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season,
They will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
52, Colts 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now 2nd and 3.
To number 87. It's a gain of 7.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw, here's Ward. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Second down.
From the gun, Ward. Throw right side, looked in here by Besh.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Ward. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ward. And that's caught inside the 30.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall.
And some room to run now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Smith up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indy set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards. And the Colts
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And 4 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Taylor, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Ward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they needed 2. They can only get 1. 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
That's some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Stamper. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
He's taken down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.